about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here once again. If you're new to the channel or if you're not, this is the best podcast in the multiverse. Smash that like button like Hawk. Please subscribe. We're almost at 200 subscribers. Please be a part of that. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, this is the AssembleTimes, where we talk rumors, updates, news, theories, leaks, everything from 1 week to 1 week. Sometimes it'll be stuff that is a little further back behind, but I try to get everything that comes out in basically our newspaper. So, welcome to the AssembleTimes. Right. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania will both release in China in February. Alright. The reason this is good news, this is great news, because the last MCU movie to release in China, I don't even know which one was it. It was so far back, that's what I'm getting at. I don't know why. They just be like, for any little reason, they be like, nope, no release. We're not dropping that in our movie theaters. You know, China's one of the biggest markets globally. So that means these movies are going to get Wakanda Forever is going to get a big boost jump in sales, and Ant-Man Quantumania is going to do very well. And I heard the director say that it's going to be as important to the MCU as Civil War. So, I mean, it looks like it. And I had high hopes for this movie for a while. Kang looks promising. It's the first time we're going to see him. And there's rumors going around that in the trailer, they even put 2 different Kangs in the trailer. So apparently there's one that's running everything already in the quantum realm. And then the one that comes up to Ant-Man in the trailer asking for help is the one that's trying to get in position and take the other one out. It's crazy. Alright, moving on. Alright, James Gunn, director of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, says Adam Warlock is basically a baby in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Newly out of the cocoon, and he does not understand life very well. He's basically a baby. That's going to be interesting to see, because Adam Warlock is like an important and powerful character in Marvel, period. So to see him on live action, and then he's like, what, 6'4", 6'3", Diesel. See him acting like, it's like Drax in a way, right? Because Drax, not that he acts like a baby, but he kind of don't be knowing things, right? Like Earth humor, Earth, the way life works, he be like, a lot of things go over his head. So I'm figuring the same type of thing that happened with him, but maybe not so in a joking matter. Like, he's going to be dead serious. Alright, looking forward to that. Alright, Hugh Jackman. Yo, he really been just, like, saying what he wants. I don't know if Marvel told him how it works or not, or he just don't care. That he know they need him, or they want him, but he said he's going to be bigger than ever as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. So, I don't know if that means, like, bigger as far as, like, the status of what he's doing in the movie, like, he's bigger than ever. Or they mean, like, literally. He means literally bigger than ever. If he means bigger than ever, that's going to be crazy to see it. Like, because he always been ripped in all his movies, but how bigger can he get, right? Like, he's mad old. I don't know. Shout out to Hugh Jackman. Marvel Studios is reportedly planning to release Moon Knight Season 2 before Avengers Secret Wars. So that's, we know Avengers Secret Wars drops in 2026. So it could either be, I would say, like the end of 2025, then probably after King Dynasty, they would drop it. There's a lot of fans of it too, but for me personally, I wasn't digging Moon Knight. Every episode I wasn't really feeling this. I feel like maybe like the second or third one, and then I ain't gonna lie, the finale was really good. But overall, I don't know which one did it least for me between Moon Knight and She-Hulk. But She-Hulk ended really, really good too. I like that finale with the whole breaking the 4-4 and going to Marvel Studios and everything. That was great. So, they're tied for now. Kate Bishop will return and appear in an upcoming MCU project before Avengers 5 King's Dynasty. I wonder which project. If I had to guess, I would think something that's like a. Well, I'm hearing that Armor Wars is gonna be like a Young Avengers, West Coast Avengers type of movie. So I'm gonna put my chips in there. If not, then maybe I can see her popping up like in the Thunderbolts. But like not as like a main character though, just like as a like cameo. All right, shout out to K Bishop, shout out to King Dynasty. King Dynasty is gonna be really good too. A lot of people it's getting overshadowed by Secret Wars, but King Dynasty is gonna be probably the Infinity War to Endgame. Even though it's obvious that it's set up like that, but I don't know. I think Infinity War is better than Endgame. All right, talking about Thunderbolts. Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts movie is now set to start filming in June of this year, 2023. So then it will be out by July 2024. Yo, and I heard, matter of fact, that they not to laugh because that's OD, but I heard they took out Ghost from the Thunderbolts movie entirely, and she was supposed to be part of the main team, like one of the main members. So that's OD. Imagine you one of the main members, you about to be like, yeah, it's like an Avengers type of movie, we lit, like, and they just take your character out only. That would be tight. But I ain't gonna lie, when they did announce that she was part of the team, it kind of threw me off, and I was like, didn't she get cured by Janet? What are we doing here? So, shout out to Ghost. A new rumor claims that Loki Season 2 will feature several different variants of Kang. Alright. I think that's like... I think we expected that, right? Like, anyone that's following or watched or was big on Loki Season 1. And then now that you know that Kang is going to be in Ant-Man as multiple versions, and then Secret Wars, and we all know that, all right, Loki Season 2, I think, is coming out this year, at the end of this year, so, or the middle of this year, somewhere around there. For sure this year, though. So it makes sense to see, like, other variants of him, too, which is dope, because he was mentioning how there was a multiversal war, not between all the multiverses only, but themselves only. Kangs from every universe only was having a multiversal war. So that's what they meant by the multiversal war. So that's good. Let's see some of them. See what they, you know. And he's a great actor. He could do mad different type of acting methods and styles. So he could pull it off if anybody can. It's crazy. All right. It's great when we get like confirmation from like Disney, Marvel, Kevin Feige, people like that, right? Higher ups. And more so than the director, because even the director sometimes, you know, they be trying to like throw stuff out there just to like say what they want or like to throw us off. When it comes from the higher ups though, it be facts. All right. Disney confirms that Kang the Conqueror will be the most powerful villain to date in the MCU. That's gonna be crazy. My son Thanos really shook, forget the town, Thanos shook the universe. And he really was going crazy. Like, that fight he had with Doctor Strange showed, like, what he really capable of. And period, every time we seen Thanos put in work, it went down. I love to point out how in an Endgame, he knocked out multiple Avengers multiple times throughout that fight. Like, knocked out cold. Like, you gotta sit out for a while you're sleeping. Cap, just go back and count how many times he knocked out Cap at the end of that fight. But shout out to Cap. Cap got the best hands in the universe. But come on, Thanos is just too powerful, and that's what we're getting at here. And Kang, it's crazy because Kang really don't have no physical powers. Like, he don't, you know, it's all of the technology that he obtains throughout the future and the past and everything, all throughout all time, that makes him who he is. So I'm very curious to see how they're gonna play on that in the MCU, and is he eventually going to get to a point where he does have physical powers? Because I think like that'll make more sense and more like it'll be like, all right, cool, this is believable, and he's more of a threat now. Because before he had gadgets, now we can't take nothing away from him. He has powers, so I think that'll be really, really, really dope for him. Yeah, they dropped a lot of new stills on Empire.com, Empire magazine, sorry, of Kang, Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Quantumanian period characters from there. They dropped a new trailer recently, and the trailer had it showed MODOK now with his face revealed. So apparently, spoiler alert, If you don't want to hear this, just, I guess, fast forward a little bit. But they made MODOK, the guy who played Yellow Jacket, basically the Yellow Jacket character, himself, at the end of Ant-Man 1 when he gets sucked into the quantum realm. Well, he didn't die apparently, and he's now MODOK in the quantum realm, which I think is cool. I don't got no problem with that.
It's about that time. Assemble and talk. No cap. It's a civil war. You thinking you worthy? You feeling like door. Smash that like button like Hawk, yeah.